Good morning, good morning. Having a little bit of technical difficulties this morning. All right. Just watching a few things pre-market here. Just trying to also get the futures going here. Just watching some of the markets. Making sure I'm live good. All right. So this morning, looks like it's a little bit weak. A little bit weak today, coming in after the holiday weekend. Yeah, just gonna fix a few things here. Just trying to figure out the morning here a little bit. These lows are kind of interesting. It's almost like they're sort of holding, but they're kind of kicking around. It's hard to trust anything right now. But there is a little pattern in here that's interesting that could potentially break out and squeeze a reduced short right now. That's this right here. But so something kind of watch. Watch out for a false breakout as well. There it is. There's a breakout. I'm short. I mean, I just thought that it'd be potentially a false one. Just reject, come right back in. And then maybe continue lower. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I do have like 5 minis on. So we'll see if I can hold into that position. Right now it's against me. And it looks like it's got a little bit of momentum to the upside. But the real breakout's coming next, if it does happen. It should be right now. Yeah, right now is the real breakout. Could squeeze right up. So I'm going to actually flip on this one. So we can get covered. 85s. Yeah, I would have been up because I was in the 82s. But I didn't. This should squeeze up now is what I'm thinking. Double top. I get it. But it's probably going to rip right through there and squeeze up higher. I'm going to wait here for a small pullback. This is all pre-market, so there's that squeeze, there's pop, small pullback right here. For a push higher. It's a little sketch getting in at the top, but I'm going to try it anyways. Just looks like it's going to squeeze up. There it goes. There's the squeeze pushing through. Pushing up into the 90s. Pre-market, so can't get really too excited about it. See if I can get a little bit something back here. There's the squeeze up. Probably can go to the 5s. Need to pop up and keep squeezing up here. I was just on the wrong side after that thing broke out. After that little as it was grinding down. Oh, there's a small pullback there. That's kind of good to see. Now you want to see continuation and have that thing hold. This needs to hold. I'm going to see if I could add. Oh. Go ahead. I can add 2 there. See if we can keep pushing higher. We're going to go retest those 95s up here. There we go, squeezing up. I got 7 minis at the moment. See if we can squeeze back up into the 95s. There we go. And continue pushing through into the 500s. See if this thing can grind really nice and high for me. There we go, into the 6s or into the 5s. Keep going higher. It's pushing real good here. Getting a good little bit of steam behind it. There we go, nice. Squeezing out over the 5s. Used to saying 6s because where we were. Pushing up, getting back what I kind of lost this morning. Got to start pulling some off here. Okay, pulled off 5. Leaving 2 on for the rest of the squeeze potential. There's the 2 I left on. That's good. Left on a couple, just because, you know, might as well. It's kind of grinding in here. Next, we're looking for the 15s. Good for the 15s. That's a big push. So the 15s and then squeeze up in the 20s. That's asking for a lot right now, pre-market. I might just bail out. If it gets back to the 3s, I'm out. Or 2s even. Yeah, right there. I might even buy. That's a dip buy. I said I was gonna get out right here, but might buy it. I'm gonna buy this right here in the 90s. See if we can squeeze right back up through the 500s again. Could be wrong. Seeing a lot of green orders come through over here in the mid 90s. Real tight stop here. Okay, there's the bottoming wick. You know, this is all pre-market, so I don't like where that 5-minute candle's ended up on the charts here. That's all right. This is not gonna work out. I'm actually gonna go short here. See if I can get this thing to keep coming down. I understand it's left and this is kind of a support area here. It's questionable, but I'd like to see it break and just keep continuing down. Keep going. Keep going. It's got room all the way down here to the 76s. Right there. And maybe a little further. Selling's kind of coming in. It's getting a little aggressive. It's getting bought back up. Watching it. Continue. I want to see it pull back down. There we go. Pulls back down. And then really pulls back down again. Comes back down into here. Into the 70s. Watching for that pull right back down into the 70s. Buyers are kind of stepping in a little bit, but they're getting held down. There we go. Mid 70s, high 70s, mid 70s. Let me get out. I don't know how high this can snap back up. That's alright. There was a shot there, but that's okay. Alright. Just waiting for the market to open. 2 minutes. Had a bearish engulfing candle on the 5-minute that has not closed yet, but there it is. See, I was right. Came all the way back down to the mid 70s again, and I was expecting it to come all the way back down into the 70s here, high 60s. Just didn't want to hold off because you don't know if it's going to jump against you. Plus, the market's about to open, so it could whipsaw every which way. So I'm going back down just to a one contract right here on the micros. And then also start getting the charts kind of laid out here. Start drawing some lines. This is potentially reverse here. Just doesn't look very good on the 5-minute chart. It looks pretty bad. Back to the mid 70s. If the mid 70s can't hold, it's going to snap potentially and go test this bottom. Okay, it's on. It's open. And let's see here. We're open. It's going to be testing down here in the lows. This could be a false breakout right here. Come right back down. And it could also wick and then snap out all these stops right here and then come back up as well. So that's something to watch. Okay, here's that break of all the stops. Taking all the stops. Okay. Now watch it wick back up. Potentially could wick back up. And then go higher. There's also a large line at the 443s. That's the 4-hour chart. That's a respected line that it's going to probably go into and test in the 40s. Okay, just tested the 40s. I'm going to go long right here off this line's chart, the charts line. So on the 4-hour. And we'll see if it can hold. It might wick down and then try to come back above. Or it might slice right through. I'm watching it. A lot of weakness right off the bat, so it's kind of not really holding up right there. Okay, let's see if it's going to hold this wick down on my other chart that I have with the 4-hour. I'll bring it over. So the test was into this thick line here. I'm going to see if it could hold. Coming back. All right, there we go.